YouTube. So this video should be quick, pretty much. So I'm basically just coming here to let. We're talking about I guess at this point, like self-worth and understanding where you fit in the grand scheme of things. And you know, I'm always coming to tell y'all about my life and things when it makes sense to me. I try to make it make sense to other people. So there was a situation that I had. I was like trying to fit into this situation. I was like getting so angry and upset. Like, why is it that none of this is working? Why is it that I'm trying to give everything to you? You don't want it. Everything that I give is never enough. Like, I began to, my self-esteem, like what I felt about myself began to plummet and change, and I began to feel that maybe I don't have any value. Maybe that's the reason why things are the way that they are. And then, I have to realize, like, even when it comes to like things like relationships, or any situation, period, like, you make time for the things that you want. You shouldn't have to drag anybody kicking and screaming to spend time with you. You shouldn't have to call anyone except to leave. If somebody hasn't called you in a week and they not dead, then you're just not you're not a priority for them. And that's not necessarily a negative, you know what I mean? It just means that for what they got going on in their lives, it just doesn't, whatever y'all have going on, it's not something that's conducive to whatever that current situation is. And there's nothing wrong with you, and it doesn't mean that you're any less of a person or that what you have to give is not sufficient. It may just simply not work for that situation. And I know we get all in our feelings because that's where we want to be, but just because that's what you want, it doesn't mean that was what you need. And that's, a lesson that I'm ever learning, right? Every time I think I figured it out, and I'll get into something else and I'll find out that I haven't quite understood it, because I feel like I have a lot to offer. There's so much that I have gained, and honestly, a recent conversation is what made me realize that I wasn't giving myself enough credit for the place that I have now found myself at. I was competing against what, I don't know. And it was like, I guess, a person that wanted to like pay attention to me, talk to me. Why am I not enough for you? I don't understand. Like, why is all of that better? Why is all of that having your attention? What the fuck's going on? And the issue wasn't me per se. It's just, I guess for what we had going on, that worked. But it, temporary, fixed temporary moments, momentary bliss, whatever. It worked in that aspect, but not for long term. I mean, even you go in the store, you find things that are temporary fixes. It doesn't mean that it's going to solve the issue. I know, but it just works for that moment. And I think I was like a square peg trying to fit into a round hole. It's not that there was anything wrong with it. I just didn't fit right there. Now there's a situation that I'll fit in and it'll mesh, and the puzzle pieces will all line up and it'll all make perfect sense. But in that situation, it didn't, and it was unfair of me to put the responsibility on somebody else to make me feel complete, or even the fact that I felt dejected in that situation. No one was wrong, right? No one was wrong in that situation. We all come out for self-preservation. We all want to do the thing that benefits us. So there's not anything so much as wrong with the situation. It's like, not like I was, drugged through the mud, called out, my name and talked crazy to you or anything. It's just, it simply didn't fit, and I just refused to accept that it didn't fit. Now, it could probably with some type of, compromise, but then why should you have to change the things that you like to fit the things that I like? I mean, when it's natural and it works, it simply works, right? No one has to water, weeds. It just grows. It'll grow through cement, because it'll bloom in any situation, but we all don't work like that, So I guess I'm just coming here to say, don't ever base your self-worth on wherever the situation that you find yourself in, because the one thing that you can do is change it. You're not obligated to anyone or anything. I know we're taught that we're supposed to give these loyalties and family, friends, relationships, whatever, but you can't give what you don't have. You can't pour from an empty cup. And honestly, sometimes if it's just something that doesn't work for you, that's okay. It just simply doesn't work. Like I said, doesn't mean that there's that you're right or wrong. It doesn't mean that the person that you're dealing with is right or wrong. Sometimes it just doesn't make sense for right now. Kind of like, like I said, situational. Like, if it, like, rain makes sense for flowers to grow, but maybe not if you want to have a picnic. Nothing's wrong with it, but it just doesn't fit for your picnic. But it's perfect for the flowers. You see what I'm saying? Like it just kind of, it's kind of like that. Yeah, I get what I mean. I'm just trying not to yell because it's not. I mean, I'm at work, of course, and I'm just trying not to yell, but I don't know, it's just a thought that crossed my mind, because, like, I was really, really beating myself up on it, and, like, it was so much stuff that I wanted to do, and I got completely, like, sidetracked and depressed, and it was, like, bad, and, I mean, these were, of course, on my own personal insecurities, you know, and honestly, truly believe that the thoughts that you think, the words that you speak, is what brings things your way. The law of attraction. If you're feeling dejected or you feeling like you're not worth it, you're gonna bring in things that make you feel like you're not worth it. If you think everyone leaves, then everyone you bring into your life will leave, because that's what you call to yourself. You know, call love to you, call, you know, achievement, call greatness. That, you know, speak it until you believe, fake it till you make it. Like, bring that type of energy to yourself. Okay, anyway, happy Sunday. I hope you're in great health. You know, Christmas is coming up. I'll be prepared for that. Y'all know my birthday coming up. Capricorn season is coming. You be ready, you know. Anyway, y'all enjoy y'all day. Bye bye.